about strange folk. Why strange folk?
Well, the title Strange Folk was a title that we had years ago for our third album. We never used it, and so seemed like a good place to start the album when we pick things up again. Strange Folk is a good title for strange times.
I heard that it was supposed to be the title for Peasant Pigs and Astronaut. In a recent interview you said that.
No, it was the title to our third album, which we never started.
Oh.
So yeah, it was a good place for us to pick up, start again.
What did you miss the most in between the second one, the Peasant Pigs and Astronaut, and this? I mean, some people say it's this comeback with a new album. So, what did you miss the most in the music business? I mean, did you have any kind of friends, or did you miss something in being in the beat?
I was doing music with Jeevas, and I was working in film, but I miss my friends. I miss working with Kula because I've known them since I was a kid, so it's like being with your family. So I missed my family, my musical family.
I saw in the second side video. I was wondering, did you ever think about acting? Did you ever think about an acting career? How is your relationship with the movies, with the film making process? Are you into that?
Yeah, I love films. Yeah, no, I spent a lot of time. I spent a lot of time on film sets when I was a kid because my family are all actors and things like that. So, a pretty familiar world to me. But I probably would have gone into movies very early on if I hadn't become a musician. But I got, bitten by the electric guitar when I was 11, and the poison got into my system. I was helpless after that. I became a guitar worshipper.
Which was the first guitar player you really fell in love with? I mean,
I was in love with Ritchie Blackmore. I loved his Made in Japan album. That's the one I heard. But I got into that, and then I got into all like 60s garage bands and 3-chord songs, very easy to play, and that was it. I was hooked.
Well, I mean, Strange Folk is a good title, but you guys look in the music business strange too. I mean, the kind of music you played back in the late 90s was not that familiar. Didn't have much to do with the Britpop going on thing. I mean, you were all packed together. Sometimes they were just talking about Kula being part of the Britpop scene, but it never seemed that to me. In you. Was it uncomfortable for you to be packed with all these bands coming from different origins and sounds? Did you feel? How did you feel when people and critics packed you with others?
With Britpop.
With Britpop.
I don't think anybody in a band ever likes to be put into a category made by somebody else. But you don't complain. You just take the piss because it's it doesn't work. I mean, we have a difficult time to explain ourselves to anybody. We're Kula Shaker's its own thing, isn't it? So it's its own bubble, its own little world.
Okay. So I heard that you had a good time in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
On your MySpace.
Oh yeah, Milkveg.
So how is it going? The tour so far? How did it go so far? I mean.
Yeah, Amsterdam was a great place to start. It's a pretty crazy city, and the vibe, the atmosphere at the gigs is always it's quite alternative.
It's a quite stone city.
It's a very stone city. So we did Cologne after that, and now here and then Milan. It's good to be in Italy right now, especially. It's great to get this far south, and looking forward to coming back already.
When you're on the road, you usually compose, write stuff during rehearsals, and or how is your creative process? I mean, do you write when you're on the road?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes we write in sound check, when we're before the gig. I mean, they maybe they're writing something now. I better get in there quickly and.
So maybe I'm stealing time from
Yeah.
your creating process.
I get in there. I need to get my writing credit. Make sure I'm part of the process.
Yes. Okay. We're almost done. So about the new stuff, the new songs. Are you happy with the Strange Folk album, with what you got, or do you think are you one of those artists who would like to work on the record still, or when it's done and you just move on to another thing?
Yeah, we're perfectionists. I mean, that's why we spent 6 months on it. But you have to, once it's printed and in the shops, you have to just let go at that point, definitely. But so now we're just thinking about the fourth album, and we'll get very precise about that. But we're very happy the band is on its feet again, and now we're gonna just get it running, get the momentum going.
You have this new the MySpace, the net. Are you into that?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is Roma. This is my manager. He says enough. It's over. Yeah. We're into it. The internet's good. It can speed things up. You can get in touch with the audience much faster.
One last question. What do you think about the Radiohead latest album? All this
I haven't
hype
heard
going on around this way of selling music. And what do you think about it?
I haven't heard Radiohead's album. If it's a really good album, I think it would be a shame to give it away for free. But maybe it's crap. Maybe that's why they're giving it away for free. I'll go and listen to it, then I'll tell you afterwards.
You don't think it's...
If it's crap, then you know why they're giving it away for free.
I listen to that. I don't think it's crappy. It's a crappy stuff or B-sides or something that it's not worth to listen to. But you don't think you think that all the major system it's good. I mean, you don't think that maybe artists can change things, can try to manage themselves without giving this credit to majors.
Yeah, you can do it.
Without being indie or alternative at any cost, but
Yeah, you can do it if you want to now. You need to get some help. You need to have some management system in place and some money. But you can do it without a major if you want to. It is changing. The artists can have more power, more control, and that's a good thing. And people can tell the story of a record. Word of mouth can gather on a record over time, and this is the old school approach to making records, and that's good. That's real, All of this, the last 10 years have been crazy.
Okay, if you have to.
I gotta go, yeah.
Okay, one more, and then I'll let you go.
Yeah.
Would you like? Is there any artist that you would like to play with or to collaborate now in the music scene, in the music world? An artist.
Yeah, I'd like to collaborate with Damien Hirst, the artist. I'd like to cut him in half and stick him in a box. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Vậy nói